you're a Vici fan, based on the last game we saw with some of those execution errors. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to sharpen up here as we hop in now. It's game number 3 of your grand final. Secret going against ViciGaming, Latano Norcasters. It's LD and Gods.
Thank you very much, Dakota Gods. We are live here at the Suntech Convention Center in Singapore, one of the biggest Dota 2 events ever and the biggest in Southeast Asia. This is exciting. A lot of money on the line. Over 4,000 people have come down. Thank you all for coming out. It's been a blast already. And game 3 now begins, tied up 1-1 in the best of 5.
And the drafts have taken a big turn. We saw a lot of just like a bit of a groove being found for both teams as far as their first meeting in the winner bracket finals and now in the grand finals. But game 3 here, Anti-Mage, Death Prophet, Wraith King, Slarks. These are picks we just have not seen from either team really at all this tournament.
An unusual smoke move by Vici. It's going to get broken. Puppey, oh, FY. He finds the long range grab. They do have a pounce available. It's a connection. And with the chilly touch, this will be your first blood. ViciGaming, a very unusual angle. Almost always, Gods, nowadays, we either see like that one hero TP run up the ramp, one hero TP bottom and run into the jungle, or 5 heroes down bottom. You don't see that 5 hero rotation up mid very often.
No, not at all, and completely catches Secret by surprise. I imagine that was where Vici had done some homework. Anti-Mage secures Bounty Rune against Ice, and just seeing kind of Secret's level 1 movements and kind of predict like a path where they can find an early level 1 smoke gank such as that. Pai's actually being dusted here in the dire jungle. Could be in some trouble. F1, Fenrir.
They do not have the chilling touch, and the dust about to wear off. 1 or 2 seconds here. Will leave them on it for a stun? No, Pai. But another sentry. They're going for it. One more auto attack. That's all they need. Oh, the pounce! He's gonna live. He's gonna live. Dust in 5. They're gonna YOLO this dust possibly. Let's see. Let's see if they can find him. They're close. Maybe waiting on the crowd noise to figure it out.
Oh, they saw it.
Oh, there you go. They found him. Highlight die will die. My goodness. A 2-0 start for Vici. As far as the bounty runes go, they did get one for the mid Death Prophet. Okay, Gods. So you've had a few moments here to compose yourself after the Death Prophet pick.
Well,
why Death Prophet? Uh-oh.
Well, not for this.
Super caught mid. Power shot not available, but they've got the win run. They're going to run him down with auto attacks, perhaps salving up. Really committing for this turns with the nuke. Pai will slip away, and oh, barely. My goodness. 2-1 now. Okay. It's okay. All right, are we done now, guys?
I hope not, LD. Very much for the 5-man. This is a game where ViciGaming, they're on the dire side for the first time this series and will be looking to control Roche, take objectives much more than they have in past games around the Death Prophet, but very much a vulnerable laning stage, which ViciGaming somewhat made up for initially with those early kills, but since respawning, Pai is just going to continue to camp this mid lane.
They're setting up again mid on Super. Doesn't have the detection right now. Does have the level 1 shackle, but
wants to get him low first, and then look for the shackle. From full HP, they won't kill him unless he pushes up really deep.
This 2-hero rotation is scouted out now as F-Light pokes his head out. Where's that sentry for Super? Okay, now he's got a pack, so he'll have a little bit of protection against the bounty.
Super's in so much trouble. He's not getting a bottle anytime soon in this mid lane. Has 3 CS against Team has 9 CS.
Fenrir also maybe in trouble as Pai is going to bait out the chilling touch. Bounty Hunter already doing work. Yeah, sure, they got the kill on him, Gods, but they've been forced to drop 3 sentries. They popped 2 dust to get that kill.
Those 2 kills that Vici got definitely helped him out a little bit, give him a bit of a gold boost, but still very much like, okay for Secret. They can deal with this. They've already got the pressure coming the way of the Death Prophet, and Super's not getting anything out of this lane. They may actually go down again here.
The pressure mounts. He does have the nuke cooling down. Shackle's going to be there. Highlight die. 1 auto attack and a nuke. Oh, just gets him. Super. Close call, but he's going to die. Weeha comes out on top again, getting another kill on the enemy mid. And no rotation in sight. Now FY will strut into the lane, but really, what can he do on his own? Just an auto attack here and there. Your 13-5 win range, your Death Prophet not only dying, but also not farming. Bottle already up. Boots are available. The Death Prophet experiment is quickly becoming a disaster here for ViciGaming.
Yeah, they can always look to catch up around the Exorcism, which did receive a lot of buffs at the early level. So level 1 Exorcism a lot better at bringing down towers, and that's going to be kind of the comeback as far as Death Prophet is concerned. Looking at the big picture, Ice getting a decent amount of XP out of this offlane, already level 3. The safe lane for Burning, free farm lane, much like the Anti-Mage's lane though, and we'll have to see what Vici can do once they hit their
Got that
item
level
time.
2 Scorched Earth, Burning. Say hello to the Bounty Hunter, does have the pounce, and they are looking to dive this. Are they fully committing? There's nothing else aside from the Orb of Venom, so one more auto attack. Where's the backup? Burning get a salve up.
Misery.
No Shuriken right now.
Oh, they got the dust as well. Pie's going to go down
Gonna
as
look
well.
to turn it. All right, Misery goes down. The backup has arrived. ViciGaming looking for Pie as well. They will find the counter kill. Well, mid lane, Super starting to get harassed. The level 3 power shot now online. And now down towards the bottom rune. Ice wanting to fight Puppey, but unfortunately, Battery Assault not too useful against Illusions. Tries to nuke him. FY's here. Weehi's committed to win run to go in. This might actually be an opportunity for a kill. They have the follow-up damage. Blasted away. The Wii Ranger slowed down.
This is
They needed that.
5-0 Ancient Apparition. Fenrir's gone from playing like 10 position support last game. He was supporting for a greedy 4-core lineup and played amazing well. In this game, he starts off with 5 kills. So how the tides have turned for this player, and well, not really the ideal hero to be getting all these kills since he's most likely going to be dying at some point as that 5 position support. But either way, the important thing for Vici is they're getting the kills, they're doing well here in the early game, and now they've kind of salvaged the poor start that the Death Prophet initially had.
Yeah, it was about 1,000 gold lead at one point. Very fast for Secret. And they are planting down additional sentries, hoping to find the Bounty Hunter and punish him on his rotation towards the mid lane. Ice continue to post up on him. Level 1 glimpse now. Puppey choosing to save that 3rd skill point. We'll pop out the cogs, try to mess up some of these pulls. And Pie is going to look to punish. Now on the run, rotating in as well. It's going to be Weeha. Shackle level 1 available. That's not going to connect. Still they look to chase. They've got the level 3 power shot. Not quite enough damage. Yeah, but they are pulling ViciGaming strings, forcing them to react a bit. That is freeing up Burning though, Gods, now level 6.
Yeah, that was actually just fine. That's Ice in a nutshell there. Create space, drew in 4 secret heroes. They even brought the AM off the lane, missing a couple of CS because he thought they could get the kill. Puppey didn't get the glimpse. Weeha didn't get the shackle, and just classic Ice. And that is good news for ViciGaming. Super now gets the space he needs. He's level 6 and won't level up the ultimate just yet, but we'll see that, I imagine, sometime in the next couple of levels.
Stacking commences now for ViciGaming as they've managed to secure 2 double stacks in their woods. Death Prophet used to be when he popped. Oh, the dust. Pie die. He wanted the rune. Well, you got it now, Pie, but it comes at the price. Bounty rune grab, but the turn is there. Good news for Secret. They'll also grab a haste turn, and this one on Weeha, Gods. I guess Vici will be happy it's only a level 1 shackle because we have all seen what the Wii Ranger can do with even the most modest of beginnings.
The big thing is here is for people not to kind of confuse this big kill lead Vici have for an early game lead. They're committing a lot of resources to get these kills. The sentries and dust they have to keep on buying is a big toll on their economy.
And Envy's free farming.
Yeah, Envy's free farming. All 3 of the secret cores are getting good amounts of farm. Doom is getting way more farm than the Clockwork is, so it's actually Secret who are ahead on overall net worth right now. Not like a measurement necessarily to be looked at too closely, considering we're 7 minutes in, and there's plenty of stacks for ViciGaming that they can fall back to farm, but very much not a ViciGaming lead. They're dealing with the Bounty Hunter and preventing his early game from being effective, but it's not really coming at a huge advantage to their own lineup.
Still that Death Prophet mid, Super. Struggle continues a bit. The stacks may help him get back in the game. Something the Bounty Hunter has really seen just yet, but Pie might be able to scout it out soon. The sentry is waiting for him. The ambush is set. He fall prey to it. Pile die, playing it nice and safe here. He does see the supports. I think he may have even seen them run up and drop the sentry if he was carefully monitoring their inventories. And the pings are coming out back and forth from both teams. So it looks like Ice.
Okay.
Over to the mid lane now.
Good
Death
move.
Prophet off to the jungle. And this means Envy, totally free lane.
They can, well, free lane regardless. If Clock's down there, it's still a free lane as well. Death Prophet actually TP in. One hero who can contest this lane a bit better, but there's a glimpse. They don't want to glimpse him back. They want to kill him.
Not doing it. They want to go for the kill here. Super was not expecting this. And Envy blasts him off the map with a quick Omni Slash. Or not Omni Slash, Mono Void, excuse me.
That's really costly.
They're going to scout the stacks now. Death Prophet, she was just begun farming these. Whoa. Weeha has the level 4 power shot. one array of creeps down, looking for more. He's not only is the Death Prophet going to die, she's going to lose almost all of her farm. The pings are coming out, but I think it's already too late. Lost almost all the creeps here, aside from a couple of the big ones. They need the stun. They don't have a hook shot yet. They got to get Weeha trapped in the cogs. Battery assaults are going. Shackle, the jukes. He just squirms away.
If you can get him in the cogs there, but it was just too difficult with Ice just being a little bit too far away. And
well, he didn't get the two big Dark Trolls. That's somewhat good news for Super.
Yep. We do see an early
but still, I mean, it
burning.
requires 4 heroes to go there, gods. All the while, Anti-Mage farming. Pylai Dai has been given a ton of experience top. That trap backfired entirely for Vici. Really coming back into this one.
We see Envy actually rotate into the jungle now, giving Doom the safe lane. So very much a game of wealth distribution right now for Secret. Willing to give Anti-Mage a slightly slower Blink Dagger, as long as it means they're getting more farm across the board on heroes that kind of need some of these item timings. Misery getting a fast drums, for example, can just allow him to fight, and then he returns the favor by creating space for Eternal Envy later on by having these early game items.
Wind Ranger having quite a good time mid, Weeha, despite that death. Sitting up there in the top 2. Does feel somewhat reminiscent of the Secret matches in the winner bracket finals, where every game it was Weeha and Envy on top of the net worth chart pretty much the entire game after the early laning stage.
And it feels very much ViciGaming. They're almost too reliant on Clockwork hitting level 6 this game to kind of give them any momentum. Until that point, they're very limited in what they can do.
Moving towards Weeha. Back up.
Pi got very close to that sentry. Must have stayed just out of range.
I thought he ran past it, but he was just back.
Ice finally leeches his level 6. We'll move back to the high ground. I imagine it's smoke time for Ice, possibly FY as well.
Do you want to play the game of farm here, though, if you're up against Secret Gods? They have Devour, Midas, now on the Doom, Track Gold, and an Anti-Mage Wind Ranger, 2 of the better turbo farming cores.
You can't just go for pure farm battle. You've got to mix in smoke ganks, finding pickoffs, using the Clockwork hookshot. I don't feel ViciGaming have like a timer on their lineup to take all the towers, push and just end the game before it gets to the late game, but they can't just mindlessly farm and expect to win a late game battle. AM will hit a good Battle Fury timing. You've got good late game on the side of Secret, and Vici will very much look for timing windows around the Exorcism. So take a tower here or there, go for pickoffs, and also control the Roshan, which is something they can very much do.
The hook, the jump on mid, it's on an illusion! Oh, Ice. That's not a great way to start off the Clockwork show. Weeha just sits back and relaxes mid. Normally it's Ice doing the baiting with the illusions, but not this game.
I mean, for now, they've got a Midas Slark kind of competing for farm with a jungling/laning Anti-Mage who's actually out-farming him right now and will continue to do so with the Battle Fury pickup when that comes online. Envy's
looking at a very fast Battle Fury here. Pylai Dai again moves in. He loves to do this on the Bounty Hunter.
I believe he got
Plant down
though.
those Deep Observer wards. Level 6 already. He's got Track Gods. Very fast here.
Oh, Korea. Okay, over the trees. We'll be kept safe.
The Void Stone for Super as well, but we talked about Death Prophet as a pushing hero, and it will be Weeha blasting down the mid tower. Now Burning even forced the TP, and he's too late. He's gonna miss on the pounce. The Dark Pact and back off. Now FY a bit late to the party, and then the power shot. That one won't miss. They've got the track going on to FY. He's not yet level 6. He's got to be careful about his initiation burning. Almost caught out. Puppey committing the Static Storm here. They will back away. Pi also retreating, but now the track vision, making life a lot trickier. Ice. They are going to get the D ward here. The bounty was in the woods, but still. Very reactive play from Vici.
Yeah, and both teams just slightly misfiring. First, the Slark TP. It's really hard for Vici to, unless the Clockwork initiates, they're not really guaranteed to find kills with their safe lane farmer TPing in, which is a big investment for ViciGaming at this stage when they are being out-farmed. And then similarly, Disruptor slightly misfires with the Glimpse Kinetic Field Static Storm combo onto the Slark, which may have led to a kill if they'd been able to properly lock him down. But either way, Secret come out on top. They're out-farming ViciGaming. They take the tier 1 mid tower without it getting denied and continue to look to apply pressure here.
Moving towards Ice. Now Pylai Dai continues his deep roam through the enemy jungle. See Burning. Seems like he wants to fight Gods, but he's not all that farmed at this point.
I don't think Vici, they've got 2 Midases. Like right now, they're already down a significant margin as far as farm goes, and going for a double Midas, that's 4,000 gold worth of just farm that doesn't really contribute much to a team fight. they'll find pickoffs, but any full-on 5v5 fight will not be favorable to them. Yeah, you're versing an anti-mage who a lot of his farmers and items that don't help him fight until he's got like a Vlad's plus Manta style, but level 2 Mana Void alone can offer a lot. Death Prophet, you have to chew through that mana pool a lot to get out your Crypt Swarms as well as the Exorcism, and that's just going to lead to potential cleanup for Eternal Envy in a fight.
Well, going back to what you said earlier, we often look at Death Prophet the way... Oh, smoke down the mid lane here, Secret. Looking for the jump, it's a short glimpse back, but Super's still good. Oh, just skirts away! And now pops the ultimate. Secret, they want to disengage. They have baited out the open. FY's here to look to turn it. Ice Blast coming through, connects on Misery, and then Ice! Oh! Static Storm by Puppey saving the day there. Almost got the 2-hero cog grab. Instead, Weehaw gonna back off, but Puppey will get run down. The sacrificial play. Saving the Wii Ranger, though. Definitely seems like it was worth it in the end for the Disruptor. Also worth it for Vici. We got 2 kills, save Super, now move down mid.
Just getting the great initiation there. Secret again, misfiring a little bit when they went in with the glimpse onto Super. If they're going to be the ones jumping in and going in first, they've got to make sure they latch on and get the kill and prevent Super in that situation from getting off the Exorcism or any spells, unless he's going to die instantly. So Secret give a little bit back to ViciGaming.
I wish I had this back in top.
CP top now for Misery. Except his own Midas online, so like you said, it's very much a game of farm for both teams. Of course, Envy, the one truly winning that battle for now. Up to 8k net worth, nearly. Generally, we have seen the Vlad's Manta build as kind of the standard anti-mage build, gods. Any reason to deviate from that here?
Nope.
All right, so then for that, we'll see if he wants to fight or if he wants to play the rat game. As FY mad that Puppey's dewarding him. Oh. Instead, he'll take out his frustration on the Sentry Ward.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, for now, ViciGaming are basically saying, well, we can't stop, they can't do anything about the anti-mage free farm, so looking to make the best of their side of the map with the double Midas. FY is going to do his typical greedy FY things where he tries to position himself such that he can be a core hero, and Fenrir, as usual, kind of suffering as a result. But how often do you see a 6-0 hero have the lowest net worth at 15 minutes in? 1,600 net worth when he's 6-0.
He got all those kills really early, and that's literally all he's gotten ever since.
Yep.
9 CS.
Ice at bottom.
He does have dust here, but that's because the Wii Ranger is nearby. That's why Ice doesn't want to fight. Gonna get shackled. Power shot connects as well. He runs in. He's committing onto Weehaw. Silence, pushed back by the cogs. Earn is there. Jules, that's gonna set up for round 2. And round 2 is death for Weehaw.
Secret just, they're spread so thin and they're kind of getting slightly baited here by ViciGaming. It's very much like ViciGaming, much weaker in an overall fighting sense. They're out farmed, but every time these little clashes break out, ViciGaming bring in 3-4 heroes and Secret only have a couple. They're just overestimating like how far ahead they are and trying to use these bounty hunters to kind of force the issue too much on the side of Team Secret.
To some extent, it really is space created though, as we continue to see LMB just racking up the creep score. 170 CS, the next closest a Slark with 100. He's 70 up, gods.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard game to deal with an anti-mage. And looking at the side of ViciGaming, we kind of always, like, you give anti-mage free farm, have you got the lamp to deal with him? They haven't got the best damage to lock him down. When they want to come in Exorcism, maybe you can kill him off, but once he has Manta, he can get out of the Death Prophet silence. A Blink Wraith King stun can be disjointed as well by a Manta style.
You can see Envy's just, he's not afraid. He's farming mid under their tier 2. And he knows there's almost nothing that they can really do about it. Maybe if they get that Hulk into like a silent Super, then they'd have a chance, but you see Super bottom and kill potential simply isn't there. Puppey. So he's maybe worried about ViciGaming diving him, so he'll try to stall things down, clear out the wave,
Deep pushing,
get the
Static
hell
Storm.
out. Yeah.
Not a way you'd normally
Stalling
see it all
tactics and then escape tactics, but they're going to keep on going.
Showing some good understanding of how where things stand right now, that they aren't going to defend that bottom tier 1, and 80-second cooldown, it will be back up before another fight breaks out.
Normally he's just split pusher, but this time it's Turtle Envy going in. They are going to hook now. They have the silence available to cog back into the silence. Now they get the Crypt Storm going. Yeah. Exorcism's not
silence.
enough. Chasing instead onto Weehaw. Can't get the kill either. This mobility from Secret Gods, it really seems to be too much for Vici here in the mid game.
Yeah, and they've got mobility. ViciGaming have not the best catch. Clockwork alone, he needs follow-up to get any of these kills. He's not a solo killer, and until you see a Wraith King with decent damage items from Blink Dagger, we're not going to see pickoffs come their way.
Nah, that's my haste turn, says Puppey. Just toy with Super now. Well, how do they deal with this, gods? They're getting outmaneuvered. The Death Prophet ult's yet to take big objectives.
They go for the late game. They hope for Eternal Envy to create some art, as they say, perhaps later on. Because they don't have an anti-mage counter. They can keep on farming. Death Prophet does scale very well with items. Same for the Slark, but it's always going to be a matter of you try and group up, do what your lineup's meant to do around the Death Prophet, which is kind of 5-man, take Roche, take towers, but Envy's always going to be split pushing, and you haven't got the lineup to catch and punish that split push. So very much a waiting game for ViciGaming, where they'll wait out the mistakes and wait for opportunities to come to them.
They want Burning. They're going to start with the Static Storm. They then Doom him, track him as well. This is a big old pile of gold, and they're going to get it for 4 heroes. Ice, Ice, Ice. He knows they need to get something as the reply, but he gets shackled. Ice, Ice, Ice. Unable to get the hook off there. Mid-animation gets pushed back. So they just look for the staggered retreat rocket cooling down. Dire team is going to continue pursuit, but it's dangerous. And little do they know, there's actually an Aghanim now on the Wind Ranger as Envy takes full advantage of this. Pushing him bottom. He's pulling ViciGaming apart. FY will TP in, but he's got no backup here. He's not even skilled up the ultimate yet, and it looks like even if he does, he's still going down. Again, the grab, Ewo back to top lane, we're super. Shackle coming through, not gonna connect. They get off the Ice Blast on Sweet Ranger. Can they finish him off though? Oh, able to do so. Ice 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 getting glimpsed back out of the picture after the hook was committed. Weehaw runs away. Everywhere Vici move, they're just getting outnumbered, outdamaged, completely outplayed.
This game's starting to look very grim for ViciGaming. They've got to make something happen and something happen soon. Playing a farming game with the Midases while they're getting out-farmed, out-split pushed, and even the team fight's not working at all for Vici right now. Track money as well.
Just look at Envy's net worth. This is feeling like an Alchemist game.
And that's a hero who's not getting track gold. He's not coming to the fight.
Imagine he knows. No need to for Secret for now. He farmed the enemy Ancient. Just not only is he doing a good job with his own movement, guys, but they've got great wards for him. So he knows generally where it's safe to go. ViciGaming showing quite a few heroes on the map. He blinks back in bottom. Pretty much has the Manta style now. Just afford it.
There's just too many threats on the map right now. It's the AM who can split push. It's the Secret team fight with the Disruptor and the Wind Ranger Shackles. It's the pick-off potential of a Doom and Bounty Hunter. And on top of that, there's like all these crazy X-Factor things, like an AM who can even sneak his way into the Roshan pit. There's too many things you've got to be concerned about for ViciGaming.
Long last Vici gonna find the Bounty Hunter, but this is fool's gold. The least important hero as far as deaths go.
It's very much that ViciGaming can only be ever really solving 1 or maybe 2 of these problems at any given time.
Misery on the dive. He's chasing after Ice Ice Ice. He knows quite a few heroes were mid. Doesn't look like that Doom will be quite enough damage, though he will drop low to this. Be forced all the way back to base. And, well, he will survive, but he's also out of the picture. That means your big team fight specialist not available to help the mid lane. Where Super's been glimpsed into a Static Storm. Ice Blast coming in. Will connect on 2, but they need more backup. They don't have it. Super's down. Fenrir going for the TP out. Monovoid says no again. Envy slamming the door on the Ancient Apparition once more.
And the comeback for this
flawless
lineup,
showing here down the stretch.
It just doesn't feel like there is the comeback potential there. The Death Prophet has been a non-factor. The farming Slark has got a Shadow Blade, but very much an item which you can't fight into Team Secret with. And if he ever gets shackled or caught in a Static Storm or Doom, he's likely dead.
7 to 11. That is like the most misleading kill score I've ever seen. My God, they are far behind.
I mean, this is just Pylodine in a nutshell. One of those players who probably has one of the worst KDAs in like competitive Dota for any player, but it just doesn't tell the whole story. What he gets done for his team, very much like just visionary tactic, like giving his team like the scouting information just by tanking the ganks for the rest of his teammates. And well, we've seen on past teams, we're seeing it here with Team Secret. The space he's creating, just giving Secret a massive Game 3 lead.
Yeah, we saw it in the Rubik game as well. Had those 5 early deaths. Didn't seem to phase him in the slightest. This Burning and move in Ice Blast. Quite off the mark. There's a Doom available soon, but Burning thinking about going in anyway. He's going to commit on the Puppy. Rocket's going to come through. Needs to hit that count, actually. Might not even matter. He gets Doom. Chased on the way out. Needs to get to the pod here. The hook comes through from Ice Ice Ice. Trying to slow down Misery, and well, it will save Slark from potential Doom, but still. Misery able to walk away.
Once the Doom gets an Aghanim Scepter, this game gets a whole lot harder for the Slark. Looks like Shivers will be picked up first, but I do imagine Ags at some stage will be picked up just to counter the Slark.
It just feels like it's always space created for Secret. If a hero dies, 3 other heroes farm. or you get a track kill, or you take a tower. Like, there's always some trade, and it's usually a favorable one for them.
And the crazy thing is Secret are far enough ahead in terms of golden items that they probably could just 5v5 fight and not lose the team fight, but it's much safer and more effective to play the style that they're doing right now, which is just split the map, go for like the pick-off trade, know that they are out-farming their opponents heavily.
Burning, he's found the hero he wants, he pounces on the puppy, will blow him up. This could be an opening for Vici. They surge forward,
it's a Roche trade.
The rest get away. And what do you know? Again, space created.
Yep. One of the
story of this game.
The better trades Vici have got, a tier 1 and a pick-off, but for Secret, they just know they're far enough ahead. Getting an A just means Envy can just split foot without fear.
Speaking of Envy, he's looking to cut off the backliners. ViciGaming will get surrounded by 3, but Envy's also going to be here. Has the Mana Void available, looking for the opening. Dark Pack coming out for Bernie as he tries to turn this one around the Shadow Dance. Not quite enough. They do get rid of the Aegis, but can they fight through round 2 is the real question here. Envy's coming back, and Envy is mad. Bernie retreating out. Follow-up is going to be here from Weehaw. Might be able to get that shackle off, just needs a bit of vision. There's the Mana Void, and one more auto tech should do him in. Track gold into Secret's pockets. They hunt for more FY. Blinking out, but Envy about to blink forward. Has the Manta style. Will FY be able to get off the ultimate? There's the stun dodge. No, he actually canceled the stun. Still going to go down. It didn't have the mana in the end. Didn't get off the ultimate. No reincarnation. Another takedown. Another track kill for Secret.
Team Secret just now
They did lose the Aegis, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's what the Ace is for, winning you a team fight at this stage. And Envy now 4K gold. Another big item will be coming soon. Does get poked around by Burning, but not much Burning can do to fight into this AM. Oh, he's out of mana.
This is trouble. Mana Void. Currently not available on cooldown for 20 seconds. Ice hooking in though. Is he getting out of here? There's a glimpse when he tries to run. Static Storm drop. Not going to connect on anyone, but that's okay. Focus fire. Will kill if Ice. Zoning back the other heroes. Now Fenrir getting glimpsed and devoured, quite literally. Another track kill for Secret. Rampaging through ViciGaming here in game number 3.
Yeah, it just feels like options are running out for ViciGaming. You're not going to turn around the game against an anti-mage with this much farm. If MB wants, he can just play it ultra safe, pick up something like a Heart of Terrassment. He's never dying, but doesn't even need to go for the safe option. That's when you know you're in a fantastic position for Team Secret. And it's not just about Envy right now. Weehaw, with his solo kill potentials, picked up a Crystallis, so there's more right-click DPS coming out. Misery with the Shivers is doing huge damage when he gets the Doom off on a key target as well. And for ViciGaming, the Death Prophet experiment doesn't seem to be working.
How much of it is the Death Prophet versus like the lack of help that he got? Because he didn't have sentries when the lane started. The supports were occupied top lane. Do you pin it more on the hero, or do you think it's more about just the lack of support and daily pressure Secret put on it?
I think it's a lot of it's the hero. It's very surprising to see it picked into a Bounty Hunter, one of the heroes best at pressuring the mid lane. And you picking Death Prophet is just very risky there.
They could have gone for a safer option to Super Dragon Knight, maybe a TA, and well, Super shackled all over the place. Literally the million-mile shackle. He's still dead. Twilight Eye will be the trade, but again, you're trading a core for support, and you're not done yet. Envy, who's he want? Looking for Burn, or Ice rather, is gonna find him. We'll find the kill.
He's got a relic. I guess he's just going to pick up the Abyssal Blade now for some insane kill potential.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I talked about Eternal Envy art.
I've seen his anti-mage rapiers
the Mona
before.
Lisa of Eternal Envy games right now. If he picks up a rapier and loses it, but...
Yeah. Well, Xiaowei would really be calling him an artist then.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Testing over on the...
Well, he could pick up a rapier and I don't see him dying is the crazy thing.
3,000 gold right now. He could definitely go for it if he wants to. Misery getting caught out. Chain stun blasted down. They do also manage to get the super ultimate off, but the shackle shot doing a lot of work. FY dropping low. He's got the ultimate. He'd love to be able to get it off for once this fight, but no, super's down. And Envy's jumping in. He's also going to finish off the Wraith King ultimate, forcing FY back. Shackle. For once it won't connect. But then they glimpse it back. You're not going anywhere, FY. Sliced up, spit out. ViciGaming get blocked. And although this might be ViciGaming's home turf to some extent, Secret getting a lot of love from the crowd here as they move ahead to a 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, we see the first kind of breakthrough as far as the overall strategies and drafts go. 2 neck-and-neck games that could have gone either way, followed up by finally Secret kind of fitting in an anti-mage pick that ViciGaming were not ready for, did not have answers to, and the Death Prophet just was not the answer this game.
You see smiles, pretty relaxed conversation for Secret as they walk away with the win here in game number 3. They have ViciGaming on match point, gods. If ViciGaming want to come back and take the series, they have to win 2 in a row, or they will finish second here at Nanyang.